now looking at it, I was like, what the heck? Like, what did I got myself into? Hey guys, what's up? It's Sophia AZ here and I'm back with another YouTube video. I just want to say happy 3K subscribers. Thank you guys so much for giving me 3K subscribers. I'm so happy and blessed. So as you guys can see by this title, I'm gonna be doing a story time on my first crush in high school. If you guys haven't watched, I've done a story time on my first crush story time. Go watch that YouTube video. I'm gonna put it down to this. It's hard to say it down to this. I'm gonna put it down in the description box below. So yeah, go watch that first and then come back to this YouTube video. This is a part 2, my first crush story time in high school. Oh my god, this is gonna be I told you guys I'm gonna be doing story times about my life because it's interesting. This is a family channel. I want you guys to know more about me and my life, my stories. So yeah, why not make this video? Let's go. I only had 2 crushes in high school, so I'm gonna be sharing y'all my first crush. I don't know if I'm gonna do a third part sharing my other crush story time, but I'm gonna be showing you guys my first crush. It was my freshman year. It was like my first day of school, you know. Okay, let me tell you about me. Not gonna lie, I'm not easy to have crushes. I'm not like that kind of person that has a lot of crushes, or like, oh, I like that guy. Like if I see that guy, I was like, oh my gosh, I like you, you're my crush. I don't really like anyone, so I guess you could say I'm picky. Yeah, okay, back to the story. Just letting y'all know, my first day in high school, you know, I was just pretty much focused on my schoolwork and with my friends. Like I've made a lot of friends in high school. In middle school, like I've never seen like guys cute, and I was about to go to high school. I was like, hopefully there's more cute guys, you know. Like, okay, not to be mean or rude, but when I came to my high school, I was like, what's wrong? Like, what's happening? Like, is this school okay? They just weren't like really my type, you know. Not gonna lie, they didn't wow me, you know, like wow, like you cute, like you're my new crush. No, I think it was 4 months later or 3 months. But I've made a lot of friends in high school. I made a lot of guy friends, a lot of girlfriends. I'm not that type of girl, like, you know what, like when I'm in high school I want to have a crush, I want to date, you know. No, I wasn't like that, you know. I was just like in my world, like being with my friends, doing my schoolwork. So after 4th period we had lunch, so I was with my friends. We were getting lunch, you know, and we wanted to sit on the bench, you know, eating our food. I had this one friend, let's name her April. Okay, so I had this friend named April. So me and my friends, we found a bench and we were eating, you know, talking, and out of nowhere 2 or 3 guys just came up to us and started talking to us, and my friend April knew them. And she started talking to them, you know, she started to introduce them to us. I saw this boy. He was in the middle with his friends, and like he was in front of me, he was eating. Like in my mind, I'm like, my gosh, this boy is so cute. He was in front of me, and one of my friends said it out loud. Like one of my friends said, oh my gosh, he's so cute, oh my god. Like I was quiet. I was quiet. I didn't say nothing. I was getting shy, and my friends started laughing. He started to like, you know, like that. And in my head I was like, oh my gosh, this boy is cute. Like my friend said, oh, you're so cute. And then they all left, and my friends were like, oh, he's cute, and I was just there quiet, you know, thinking about it. So after lunch, I couldn't stop thinking about him after that. So and I was like to myself, no, Sophia, no, you can't have a crush. Like I was telling to myself, no, Sophia, no, calm down, not time for boys yet, you know what happened to the last one, so you don't want that to happen again. My last crush in middle school, he found a girl. I mean, that girl she was desperate to have my crush, so I didn't want it to happen again. And I already had my first heart broken by my other first crush I had in middle school, so I didn't want to get hurt again, you know, and have a crush and do the same thing. Came back home and I started to think about him, you know, how cute he was, you know, like me before freshman year, me a little girl still, so I was just like, he was just so cute. I heard that my guy friend, let's name him Kevin. He was a good friend to me. Before he used to go to my house a lot. We would always go to the 7-Eleven or meet up with some friends, and I don't know, like we were really close, me and him. My friend Kevin was friends with my crush, and they were really close before they had their own group, you know. They were good friends together. So I found that out, that Kevin always hanged out with him in lunch, because I always see them together at lunch. So it's like, oh, Kevin is friends with my crush. So I was like, perfect. I gotta admit, like, he was my crush. He was my crush. Like, I would always like think about him, and it's like, oh, how cute he is, you know. Like, you know how crushes is. You know how crushes is. Since my guy friend is friends with him, I'll make a move, you know. So this was me before, okay? This was me before, but I didn't tell Kevin my crush yet, you know. But before that, I told April, hey, what's that guy's name that you guys were saying that he's cute, you know? And my friend April told me his name. I was like, oh, that's his name. I was talking to Kevin, and I told Kevin, hey Kevin, what's up? What's up? I was like, can I tell you something? And then he was like, sure, you can tell me anything. It's like, yeah. So I would tell him, can you give me I didn't say my crush, you know, but I told him, oh, can you give me my crush Snapchat? Does he have Snapchat? And I was like, oh, him? And he was like, you have a crush on him? And I was like, no, you know, like, no. But I just want his Snapchat. So he gave me his Snapchat, and I was happy because I got his Snapchat. So I was like, I'm gonna add him later. I remember that day I had his Snapchat. I was like, is it a good idea adding him? Like, will he know who am I? Like, who I am, you know? Like, you know, I was nervous on adding him on Snapchat. Like, I don't know if it was a good idea in adding him. Like, I was thinking about adding him, or I should not. I was like this. I was like nervous. So that day I was in the studio. That day I wasn't nervous, I wasn't scared, so I was like, you know what, let me just add him. So I added him that day when I was in the studio, and like 3 minutes later or 4 minutes later, he added me back, and I was so hyped. So after he added me back, I was like, how can we text? Like, how can we talk? Like, how can we start? You know, like, how can we started. Back in the day, we used to do streaks a lot. I don't know now, but like I don't use Snapchat anymore. I don't do streaks or nothing. I don't use Snapchat anymore. I just use it for the filters, you know, like taking pictures. So I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to text him, you know. So I was like, I don't want to say hey. I don't want to say what's up, hey, you know. So I sent him a streak. I took a picture with black screen and I put an S on it. So I sent it him, and then he sent me one back. And I don't know, but I think he told me this. I don't know. I don't remember. This was a long time ago, but I think he was like, do I know you or something? Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. Okay, now I remember. So after that streak he sent me, he told me, do I know you? Like, do we know each other? And that's when I told him, oh, like, remember yesterday you came up to us in lunch, April, my friend April. And he was like, oh yeah, I know her. And he was like, what's your name? And I said, Sophia. Sophia, my name is Sophia. That's how we started talking, you know. We started to get to know each other. We were done texting that day, so the next day I was hoping on seeing him, I don't know, in the hallways or at lunch, or I was wishing him to go with his friends to come up with us, you know, like with my friends at lunch and the bench. But I haven't seen him at lunch or in the hallways or none of that. I wanted to see him. I was hoping to see him the next day, but I didn't. So we started texting, you know, sending each other streaks. Sometimes we would say, oh, what's up? How's your day? What are you doing? Like all those, you know. So he was really nice to me. We started talking, you know, as friends. Not like what friends do. I think it was like 2 months later or 3 months, I started to like him. Like okay, like this is my crush, like my first crush in high school. I couldn't stop thinking about him. Like I really like this guy. I would always, me before, like I always wanted to date him, you know, like my first crush. I think it was 1 month later, 2nd month later. I'm just gonna say it, alright? This was me before. Alright, this was me before. Freshman me. But we started to text like we were dating already. Like him saying to me, oh my god, you're so pretty, you're beautiful. Like telling me all these things. Like we were acting like we were a couple, you know, but we weren't a couple. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're texting like we were a couple, like, but I don't know what we are, you know, if we're friends or I don't know what we are, you know. Like I really liked my crush. Like I wanted him so bad. Like I just wanted to date him, birdie, you know. So I finally told my friends about my new crush, you know. And April, my friend April, was really shocked that he's already my crush and that I'm already talking to him, you know. And April was like, she was acting a little bit weird, like me telling him, oh, that's my crush, you know. And April told me, I need to tell you something, Sophia, but like after school. And I was like, okay, like, is it bad or anything? I'll just call you after school, like we're gonna talk after school. So I was like, okay. I was in my house, you know, and April wanted to talk to me. I think it was in phone call. It was phone call and Snapchat. So she called me on there. And guess what she told me, guys? It was like, Sophia, I need to tell you something about him. And I know that you're not gonna like it. And I just don't want you to get hurt or nothing because you're my friend and I care about you. And yeah, like she was like, oh, I get it, every girl thinks that he's cute, you know, like I personally think he's cute, you know, but I need to tell you something. and I want you to be aware and all this stuff. I was like, yeah, tell me. And she was like, your crush is not a good guy. And my heart literally dropped, like, what do you mean not a good guy? And then she was like, well, you gotta be careful, Sophia, because I've heard a lot of rumors about him, like in middle school, how he breaks a lot of girls' hearts, and he's not a good guy. Like he just want to have fun, you know, or whatever he's doing, but like don't trust him fully. And I'm just letting you know, like, he's not a good guy. And right there, like, that got me sad. He's my crush, like I liked him, and for her saying that, I'm like that got me a little scared, you know, because I didn't want my heart to be broken again. I didn't want my heart to break like the last crush that I had in middle school. So she told me that I had to be careful and all this stuff, you know. And I started to get worried a little. I started to like, I was so curious, like I want to know more about this guy. I was really curious on me texting him still. So after that, even that day, me and him, we were still texting, like telling me, beautiful, you're so pretty, I want you and all this stuff. But in reality, no, this guy already knew that I liked him. But all along, like, let me tell you, when me and him would always text, I would always tell him, oh, let's hang in lunch, or let's meet up in lunch, let's walk around and, I don't know, talk in person, because we're always texting each other in our phones. And then he would always bring excuses, like in texting, it's like, oh, I can't because I hang out with my friends. Or he would like, oh, I would go, I have to go to Spanish. Or like, he would always say, like, he would always bring excuses that aren't even true. Like, I get it, he would always hang out with his friends, you know. It can tell like he didn't want to talk to me in person or even see me. So I was like, So I was like really thinking, you know, like before when I was a freshman, I wasn't thinking at all. The only time that I saw him was he came up to me and his friends, you know. That was the only time I've seen him. He was nowhere to be found. So it was my birthday and I was with my friends on our way to go get lunch. And guess what? I saw him for the second time. And me and him, we were just only texting, but never not meeting each other or like talking in person, none of that. It had to be my birthday, and I saw him walking with his food and he was just staring at me. That was the second time I've seen him in school. And after school, he texted me and he said, happy birthday, princess Sophia the First. And I said, thank you. And just now, I've never knew if we were something, like if we were dating already or no. We were just texting like a couple, you know, like we were dating already, you know, but we weren't. I think one day I stopped texting him because he had my hopes up, you know, like he had my hopes up. Maybe he does like me, we have something, but we weren't, like we were nothing. So I was really confused, and I told this to April, and I told her like how he's been acting towards me. I would tell this to April, you know, like, you're right. But I heard that he was texting other girls too. Not just me, he was texting other girls too. I wasn't the only one, he was talking to other girls too. I think I stopped texting him and we stopped texting for like months. Whenever we stopped texting for like weeks, months, he would always hit me up with the, hey, what's up? What are you doing? I really like this guy. I would always think about him. I would always see him at lunch now, you know, like walking in the hallway. So I like this guy freshman year and sophomore year. So sometimes I would always see him with girls, you know. I would always see him with girls, like walking around, hanging out with them at lunch and talking to them, but he can't talk to me. Now looking at it, I was like, what the heck? Like, what did I got myself into? Why he hangs out with those girls but not with me, you know? Not gonna lie, this was like a cycle. We would not text for like weeks or months, and he would always hit me up. It was back and forth. It was back and forth, back and forth. It was just like a cycle that never ended. And I was over here like, oh, I really want him. I want him to be mine. He was giving me mixed signals, just wasting my time, you know, texting me. Literally, now looking back at it, I was just like wasting my time. It was the same, you know, back and forth, back and forth. It was in sophomore year. I still liked him, you know, but he would always talk to a lot of girls or be with other girls or hanging out with them, walking around, you know, and that would always make me feel he was just not hanging out with a group of girls, you know. He would just hang out with each girl in lunch or like drop them off in her class. I was tired, not gonna lie, like texting this guy, wasting my time. My friend April, she was right, like, he's not even a good guy. This whole time he was playing, like wasting my time, texting him back and forth, me knowing nothing what we are. So he already knew that I liked him, but I already knew. So one time I was in lunch with my friends and it was lunch. I saw him with the girl. I was like, another one? I've seen this guy walking around with different kind of girls. I was like, what the heck? I saw him with this girl and I was like, maybe tomorrow he's gonna walk with another girl. But no, I was wrong. Every time at school, I would always see him with this girl, and me and him, we were still texting. And when I saw him hanging out with that girl, I was like, you know what? I need to stop texting him because look what I'm seeing right now. He would always see me with his girl, and I was just over here like so upset. Like, why? Like this again? I have to see that again. My heart was just so broken. I remember seeing him with that girl every day at school, walking around, eating chips, smoothies, slushies, whatever. They would always eat together, walk around, laugh. They were like this, like this. They were like this. So I already knew, like, you know what? They're going out. Like I said in my other video, I didn't want to believe it, but I would always see them together. My friends were like, just ignore him. He's trash. Like, you don't need trash in your life. Sácate en tu vida. Like, start all over. Like, he even saw me when he was with her, and I would just look. I was just like, damn. I would always see him with his girlfriend at lunch, holding hands, him hugging her, them eating together, and man, I had to go through that in high school, like seeing them together. After I saw him with his new girl, I decided to heal and spend time more with my family, with my friends. All I wanted to do is forget about him and move on. I started to lose feelings for him. I had this one friend, and I had her in a class in 6th period. After 5th period, I think me and my best friend would always meet each other in the hallways and meet my other friend, because me and my other friend, we had the same last period. So me and my friends, we wanted to go to the restroom, you know, so we stopped by to go to the restroom. So we were on our way to the restroom, and I saw him, my crush. Well, not my crush no more. I would see him and his friends walking past by me, and guess what? My friend, dude, I was so mad. When I passed by him, my friend pushed me. Like, she wanted to push me to fall in him. But good thing I didn't fall. I was like, when we went inside to the restroom, I was so mad to my friend. Like, why you had to do that? She already knew about me and him. Like, why you had to do that? I guess it was her plan to push me to fall in him, for us to follow each other. But I was so mad, not gonna lie. My best friend didn't like that either. I was completely honest to my friend, you know what, I didn't like what you did there. You pushing me, like your plan on pushing me to fall in him, I didn't like that. I don't know why you did that in the beginning. She was like saying, oh, I'm sorry, and I was like, no. She was like saying sorry to me and like this and that, and I was like, it's okay. When I saw him with another girl, that literally broke my heart. That should be me holding your hand. That should be me making you laugh. You know, I wanted a cute relationship. I wasn't in a rush, you know, to date. It would be nice to date, you know, like walking around with a partner, eating together, getting chips, or like hanging out, you know. I always wanted those cute stuff, you know, but no. So I heard that that girl that he was with, she was about to move, and at the end she actually moved, and he started to walk with another girl. Bro, when she left, he started to date someone new. So I heard the new girl that he was with, she was actually a senior. He was like a sophomore. What is this girl doing? Like, trying to catch a case? Like, what are you trying to do with the sophomore boy? What? They would break up, and I would always see him with other different girls. That's just disgusting. Like, being with a lot of girls.
And I forgot to say this in the video, but he was with the girl, and I heard that that girl was so afraid of him because I guess he was doing stuff that she didn't like, and every time at school she would always get nervous and scared to be with him. I was just like, and I had her in PE, and I saw him like waiting for her to get out, and like I saw her really scared with her friends, and like I heard everything what she was saying, because I was kind of close with her with my friends, so we all heard her saying, oh my god, I'm scared, I don't want to be with him, this and that, and she went with him. So yeah. And after that, she stopped being with him. After that day when she said, oh my gosh, I'm scared, I don't want to be with him anymore, I'm nervous to be around him, after that day she stopped being with him, and I stopped seeing them together. This was another girl. This wasn't the girl that she was a senior, and that, no, she was a different girl. Like I said, he was with a lot of girls.
It was his sophomore year, around sophomore year, but when the first girl that he was with, that he was walking around and she moved, she literally followed me on Instagram. How did she find me? How does this girl know me? This girl legit followed me. She started to like my pics. I was like, that's kind of sucks. Commenting on them that I'm so beautiful, no sé qué. She started to add me on Snapchat, and she started to swipe up on my pictures saying, oh, you're so pretty, girl, you're so beautiful, girl. And I would be like, thank you, you too. And I guess we started to talk in Snapchat, that girl and I. In my head I was like, I want to know more about this girl. Me and her, we started to like become friends and getting to know each other. She was so nice to me, and I would too, you know. Like when she used to go on lives on Instagram, I would join, and just, we would always talk. We started to talk about my youth crush. Like, we started to talk about my crush and about what happened, this and that. So she told me her story, and I told her my story. So she felt bad that he treated me like this, and that he was having my hopes up and like texting me and not, you know, like he didn't want nothing with me. He just wanted like to text me and like waste my time. So she felt bad for that, and she told me her side of the story. I'm not gonna say. We started to become friends, and after that, let me tell y'all, I still had my crush on Snapchat, and I would always see like what he posts, like in like his Snapchat stories. I would always see his stories, and one day I saw him posting a picture of her, the girl that I was talking to, and him together. They were already dating, and she didn't tell me about, like, she didn't tell me nothing. Like, she didn't tell me that she came back with him, and she already knew my story. She already knew what type of guy she was, and she went back with him. So when I saw that picture, him and her together, like in a relationship, they had the date, you know, all happy together, and she hasn't posted nothing on her story, her Snapchat story. I think she blocked me from seeing her story. That girl, she knew what happened to me and him, and the stuff that she went through with him too, and she came back with him, bro. I was like, what the heck? I was in shock that her coming back with him. What a dumb, bro. She literally came back with him, and she knew what type of guy he was. Like, she knew what type of guy she was, you know, and she still went back with. Once I found out, I started to block her. I was like, you know what? Out of my life, leave. I blocked her. I didn't want to know nothing about this girl, and I had enough. Not gonna lie, I was so tired. I had enough about these kinds of people. We became friends. Me and her, we became friends, and her coming back with him, and she knew my situation with him, and her going back with him. Like, what a dumb thing to do, bro. Who would want to, who girl would want to be with a guy like that? No, sweetie, not today. I blocked her, and I blocked him. I didn't want nothing to do with my crush no more. I blocked him from everything, and his girlfriend, I blocked them both, like. And after that, I started to heal. I started to hang out with my family, my friends. I started to be happy again. It was really messed up, and like texting me like we were a couple, and me not knowing who we are, and like never wanted to hang out with me in person. It was just so weird, and I wouldn't want to be with a guy like that. What kind of guy I like, bro? What kind of guy I like? What kind of guy I like? I don't know nothing about him, and I don't even care or bother. I even forgot if he existed. It was a long time ago, freshman year through sophomore year.
And I just want to give thanks to God, because he has been protecting me from this person, and God didn't want me to hang out with him or talk to him, because he was already not a good guy, you know. Like I said, we didn't talk in person, we didn't hang out. He would always hang out with other girls and hearing a lot of stories, and other girls being afraid of him. And imagine that was those girls, you know. That was God's protection for me not being with him. And I just want to give thanks to myself for being strong, and that I got to heal and learn from this.
But yeah, if you guys are talking to a guy like that, drop him. Leave. Like, leave. If he is giving you mixed signals, if you guys don't know what you guys are, leave. Drop him. If he really liked you, he would have made it happen. He would have tried to see you or act different around you, you know. Like, you'll know that he's the one. You'll know that he's a good guy. You'll just know. These people are put in our lives for a reason, to learn. That was my first crush story time in high school. Comment down below if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more story times about my life, comment down below or DM me on my Instagram account. And let me tell y'all, I had 2 crushes in high school. So the first crush that I'm sharing y'all, this is a story, but I had another crush in high school. I think around sophomore year or junior year. But I don't know if I should do another story time. My second crush, like my last crush in high school. I don't know if I'm gonna do another story time. I don't know. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do another story time about my last crush. He doesn't even deserve a story time. I've learned a lot in high school, past people, like I've learned a lot, and it helped me grow. I'm really proud of myself that I was strong and I got to heal, and I give thanks to my family, you know, being there for me. Stay tuned for more videos from me, and thank y'all so much for 3K subscribers. I love you guys so much, and I'm so blessed for every single one of you that's been on my channel and like since day one. And let's hit 5K subscribers. Let's hit 5K subscribers, and stay tuned for more story times and more crazy videos from me and my family, my brother. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.